coming back. This is going to be the part 2. I got all the beams welded on both sides. I got this side ready as far as the holes where I'm going to tack weld at, or spot weld, I'm sorry. I'm getting ready. I had to drill those from behind. Now the ones I can reach with the tool, we're getting ready to do those now. I'm going to show you how this thing works. So it's just a little, you just kind of make a mark where you want it, put it on there and it punches a hole. I'll show you a close-up over here when after I get them all in there. Yeah, everywhere. I think this goes in like a 1/4 of an inch or something there. Okay. Here. Okay. I'm about to fall down.
Clumsy!
I'm probably going overkill here on some of these, but I'd rather have more than not enough. So yeah, I don't think you can get too many in. It's just more for the next person to drill out. You know what I mean? See, and then you just dump out of there. Here's what it does. You can see in here. Punches in little holes in it. And then the rest of them I drilled out from behind. I marked a line where everything was. There's our basis for the beams I put in. We'll spot for those, all those. All right. Some of these holes are for the wire harness, but we'll put those back where they go once we get that far. Now we're going to okay. What I'll probably do is I'll probably clamp these as I go. Those are nice and tight on the back one. See, there's our holes for our. That's going to make that like solid. Well, I move my clamps, so now I don't know if that's okay. Just readjust these and put them where we need them. I just want to make these tight where we spot weld at. All good there. We'll get into the back one because that screw stuck it to it. Once that's welded to that, that's when we stop. We'll push that against it as we're welding it. Yeah, we'll get our inner one welded first. We'll go from there on the rest. I'm always worried about if it's in the camera. Alright, try use a little more here. So I know these are all nice and tight. Let's go ahead and weld what we have tight right now first. Get all these and these, and then I'll come to the back here and get that one after we get it all. Give me a second, I'm going to set the welder up. I'll bring it right back and get a little closer with the camera. Okay, I got this set for 18 gauge. All they had was the 035 wire, and the setting, I can adjust it manually on the presets. The lowest it goes is 18 gauge. I think this will be fine, but we'll try it. If not, I'll have to adjust on it here. So let's give it a whirl. I know these are tight, so I'm going to try to put my hand behind this and see how this goes. Then I'm going to have to put up this weld blanket. We'll see here. Let's give it a shot. Actually, I can probably go a little bit more. Put it on 16 and see how that goes. Sorry that I got a block out with my glove, but I don't want it to go inside. So. All they are just little spot welds. That's it. We'll take the grinder and knock them down a little bit. When we're done, and that's it. These are all good. Oh man. All right, I'm gonna push in on this. That one there, I just used the little factory holes in there, or I cut out in this. All right, let's try to get some of these. It's welding real good to that back metal too, so we know it's good. But I mean, this stuff's already getting really nice. Okay, so you get the point here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go down through here and get the rest of these. We'll get this one on real good, and then I'll bring you guys back and we're putting the next two pieces on, which is going to be the cab corner and the outer rocker, and then we'll start buttoning it in there. So give me a few. I'm going to get this done, knock that down with the grinder a little bit, just so you know, just so these are not interfering with when we put our rubber back on, and I'll bring you guys back. Cool. Alright guys, first I want to apologize about the sound in the beginning of the video there. It was a little weird. I don't know. I tried to use a little, like an extension thing so you could put this part in your pocket, but this didn't work good. So we got all the tack welds on, or the spot welds on. I'm going to go ahead and hit them with the grinder a little bit. We'll do an area here just so you guys can see what I'm doing. And then I'll button up the rest back there off camera, and I'll show you the end result. But we'll do a little piece here so you can see how far I take it down. Alright. As you can see, I just knocked them down to where they're just kind of flush. I didn't take them all the way down, just pretty much like, you know, the factory ones are. They're not all the way gone. But behind this, back here, I welded it solid all the way across. I just tacked it every so often. I'm gonna hit it a little just to clean it, but there's really no need. But I just wanted that to be all solid with that, not gapped. You know, I could have just seam sealed it and it would have been probably fine, but I wanted to go ahead and just weld it so it's all solid. So now the whole panel's solid all the way. Everywhere there was a cut, it's welded. I'm gonna go ahead and button the rest of these up back here. Then this inner will be completely finished as far as the tack welding goes. And then we'll go ahead and probably set our, I think it's the cab corner on, because the outer goes on over it, if I remember right. And then I think what I'm gonna do with that is, I'm gonna try to tack and blow with the blow gun to try to keep that all safe. But I think there's a double panel behind it, so I think we'll be okay. I was thinking it was right there on the inside with the panel where it's open, but it ain't. There's actually an inner panel, so. But we'll blow it each time, that way we can keep it down, and I'll keep checking it as we go around. And I think I'll start here and work my way to the back, or on both ends and work my way out to the middle is the way I think I'm gonna do it. But all right, I'm gonna button these up real quick, and I'll be back shortly. Okay guys, I'm kind of just pre-fitting things here again. If you look right here, there's a line that goes all the way down this rocker. So they made this a little longer so you can cut it. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna get us a line in there and draw it and cut that off. That way, because we're only gonna spot weld down here, across the top, and on this panel. And then that'll be seam sealed across there. I might drop like a couple spots in there in the middle. That's probably what I'll do. I'll probably put you know, 2 or 3 here, and then that way when we tape that off and make our seam seal nice, it'll be covering all that up. So yeah, They made that long, and up front we got it, I'll show you guys when we get to that part, but it goes behind the piece that we made, and we got to kind of do the same thing up there where we're going to be seam sealing and cutting it out. So I'm going to mark this real quick. I think I'm just going to take a, let me grab a, I'm just going to tape it because it doesn't have to be, I mean, it's kind of telling us where it's at anyways. And then I'll check it. I think that's perfect. All right, let's go ahead and zip this off real quick. See, I'm gonna do this where you guys can see it. Let's just pull it off real quick. Be on the safe side. Yeah, and this stuff smells like, I'm sure it does, it smells like there's some kind of a galvanized coating on it. I probably should have a respirator on. So I advise you guys, if you're gonna do this, put something on. Don't watch my dumb butt without the proper, okay, good. Yeah, you see? So now we got our line there. That'll go about right there. And we have a little adjustment from front to rear. Yeah, and see that, we'll put 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2 on the spot welds there. We'll get it in there tight, and then once it comes time, when we make our tape line for our seam seal, that'll all be nice down through there. And that is a factory joint on this one, so that's why they made that a little longer, so you can trim them down to fit. Okay, good. I haven't decided if I'm gonna keep this, because right now I got this fitting nice. The holes are matching perfect down here at the bottom. It's fitting good everywhere from where I cut it the first time. I ain't decided if I'm gonna do this overlap weld like this, or if I'm gonna go ahead and take my cutoff wheel and trim that one more time and then butt weld it. I'm still thinking about that. I've done it both ways in the past, and it's turned out fine both ways. You just kind of feather it out, you know, with your mud and get it looking good. This will have to split a little bit because there's a little gap up here, right here in this edge, but we'll split it, push it in, weld it nice and grind it flat, and then all that'll look nice in the jam when we're done with it. But I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. We'll see. I know a lot of people argue that butt weld's better. Some guys say overlap a little is better. I don't know, but like I said, I've done both ways. This is overlap, you know, and that's a factory thing, and it works good. And you can easily make this look flush and nice once you're done with it. You know, if you put a little mud over all that and not do the seam seal, you can make that all look like one piece if you wanted to. All this, you can go down through here and mud all that and make it like, you know, all one solid piece if you wanted, but that's not how it is from factory. So yeah, I'm gonna think about that. We'll figure that out. I'm still kicking that around. I'm gonna go ahead and do a little more fitting here. I'll bring you guys back here in a minute. I'm gonna set it up on that end, just see what we have to do. The back side's all grinded down nice, so we're ready. I just gotta figure out what I'm doing with this, and then we'll weld this on and get it solid, and then we'll put this on here, and this side will be completely welded. And then we can move to do the other side. Once I get all that far, then I'm ready to do my skimming. So it's moving along. This kind of stuff takes a little time, guys. It's not just, ain't gonna happen in 2 minutes, you know what I mean? You gotta fit it and do it right. I mean, sure, I could slam it all together real quick and boom, 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 and the next thing you know, you got what you got. Your door ain't gonna fit, your gaps are gonna be weird when you put your doors on. You know, I'm trying to match and keep the factory lines right, because if you stand back and look at that line to this top part of the cab corner, everything looks parallel with each other. It looks good. So I wanna keep that. I don't wanna, you know, just rush things and make it all out of whack. So cool. I'm gonna get this all rearranged here, and I'll bring you guys back shortly. Okay, I did decide to go ahead and we're going to cut that off. I drew a line there. Everywhere else it's fitting perfect, so I want to keep it like that. I marked all of our spots where we got to put our holes for the spot welds. This is all ground and clean. I'll show you guys that here in a second, and then we're gonna go ahead and put some etching primer over that area, just so it's protected until we do undercoat it, so that there's no surfacing of. Because even up here where I cleaned it a week or so ago, it's got a teeny bit, you know, happening from humidity and stuff. So all right, let's get this cut off. I'm gonna cut just below the line because the thickness of the marker was actually above or up above too much on that, so we'll go just below it. let's go ahead and put our piece back on and see what we got. Bet this one up here. Now I got all these mixed up. I should have kept them the way I had them because I had them set. I think this one was down here, maybe. Yeah. Trying to keep the holes down there lined up too. That way. Let me get this one pulled in a little bit. I'll find the right clamp. Let me just readjust it. Okay. Okay, we can get one in the back here. Better get this set first. Oh, I think that's it. Yeah, I got all this cut out. I'll show you guys all this fitting nice and cut out nice back here too. Yeah, that's buttoned up nice there. Right there. Actually, while that one's on there, I'm gonna put a tighter one on it. Okay. Yep, we can push that in as we're welding it. And let this one go a little bit more this way. There we go. Just like that. I need to do the same thing with that. And this time, put them back in the same spot. A little more. Okay, good. All right, now let's go ahead and get this where we want it. Actually, what we'll probably do is we'll probably weld around, keep coming this way. This needs a little slit so I can push it in a little bit and we can fit this corner nicer. Everywhere else is fitting pretty good. These holes are lining up nice. This jam is nice. We can clean this up as we need it. So I think that's what we'll do. We'll start back here, work our way around and do it like that. Let's go ahead and punch our holes in this. Okay, so this is the top one. Get these out of the way. We'll make one of these the bottoms. Pretty close. Yeah, that way everything's ready. What do I do with it? Okay. All right, so this will be our bottom. Keep it down here. We know the back one is this one. Keep it up here, so we ain't readjusting it every 2 seconds. Let's punch our holes. Try this way. I think I'm going to try to get one right in here on this edge, and maybe here. I can't get in there. Okay. This will be on top with the other one. Let's go ahead and put 2 there, 1 there, 1 there. Okay, we're back here. One there. Okay, and these two, they were kind of, we're gonna have to drill these because they was on this little tab up here. I don't know if you can see it, probably not, but there's a little tab there, and that's what these 2 holes here are for. And the rest of this will just get seam sealed, and then this all be weld. All right, so that's good. I'm gonna go ahead and get the drill them 2 little holes in that, and get this ready for welding. And I'll bring you guys back when we're going. I'm gonna get my weld blanket and try to cover some of this stuff up in here and get a blowgun ready. And just, we're gonna kind of tack weld, blow, keep it all safe. So give me a few and I'll be back shortly. Okay, what I've been doing here is, I went ahead and, hang on a second. I went ahead and tacked the back in. I'll show you guys when we're here in a minute when we're done with this, but all I've been doing is going about a couple inches apart. We're getting ready to do it here so you guys can see. And I've been tapping the metal to where it's flush and then hitting it right where it's nice and then moving, keep moving and cooling it as we're going. So let's go ahead and get another part here because it's nice in this corner. And you can see here I put the weld blanket down nice and cool it off to where it's nice, you know, good to touch. Make sure no fire's going on, no smoke. There's a good one right there. Yeah, if you can see here, I put, these are pretty cool little blowguns. This I got at O'Reilly's, or I'm sorry, Harbor Freight, but they have them there too, the Greek, Godzilla or whatever, the green ones. Same thing though, these are all interchangeable. These work on that one and this works on the Merlin. But they come with different tip. This is like a real thin one here that blows. And there's round ones, wide ones for big air pressure. Pretty cool. And you can extend this thing. I can make it probably a good, I think I got enough to do like maybe 2.5 foot of a longer blowgun, but they're really nice too. I've had them forever. I got 2 of them, but they've been lasting forever. They're really good. See, what happens is when you weld your metal on this side, it'll strengthen it enough to where you can, you know, tap it down over here to get it to fit nice. And we just walk our way all the way around it. And if it's not 2 inches apart and you're only 1 inch to where it felt good that time, so be it, that's a good spot. Hit it. Yeah, there ain't no rules to it. I got so many cables here I can't even get around. Okay, let me get a clamp up here. I want to try and get it to where it's actually pushing that in some. Feels pretty good. Actually, let me try to, yeah, we're probably gonna be good there. I'm gonna go ahead and put a little slit here. So what we'll do is we'll, essentially, it'll give us the ability to knock, you know, form that around to this nicer and push that in nice, and then we'll weld it all up good. Because these, the thing with these aftermarket things, they're not identical to the factory stuff, but they're very, very close. These, like I told you before, this is a very nice set. Believe me, I've seen a lot worse. So, not that this is bad, but I've seen some bad. Let's just say that, where you literally gotta work the heck out of that thing to, you know, even get it to do remotely anything what you want it to do. If that makes any sense. Yeah, that one might be good. That should be enough. Yeah, all we're doing is just shaping the metal. Go ahead and hit this corner because I kind of like that. I really like it now. Let me hit that. We done took our blowgun off. Okay, good. Let's hit this. Getting ahead of myself. Let me get it up to that point there. If you're wondering what I'm going to do once I get this closed up, there's a couple holes in the back here where the wiring harness was. I'm going to just stick the blowgun. That's what's nice about that tip. I'm going to just stick that right in that little hole. These are all, you know, you can touch them and hold your hand there. Nothing's hot. So we're starting to get our cab corner on. I'm going to go ahead and button this up. That's going to take a minute because I'm going to stop here and go back here and do a little bit of welding because I don't want to get everything too hot here. This corner was okay because we got a lot of creases. So I'll stop. I'll jump over here a little bit, finish this off, and then I'll come back over here in the back and finish along, and then I'll bring you guys back when I'm grinding it and cleaning it up. But we're looking nice. I'm glad I went that route with the button it up to it. You can go either way, overlap or butt it. It doesn't really matter. Really don't. I've done them, like I said, both ways. The way if you overlap, you just gotta, you know, blend it in nice with the skim of mud. But either way, you're gonna use mud on it. So, but I just wanted to butt it. I just chose to. So cool. I'm gonna get this welded up here. I just wanted you guys to see what I was doing, and I'll get the camera in my hand, take you around the whole thing so you can see it all nice, and we'll start grinding it up and cleaning it. And then the only thing on this side will be the outer outer rocker, and then we'll get to the other side. I'll bring you guys back here shortly. Okay guys, I wanted to show you a couple things real quick. First thing, there's a hole that goes all the way through right here. These little tools right here, I think they're brass or copper, but I made these two. That's for flat surfaces, that's for curved. So what you basically do is you just put it right behind the hole, and when you weld it, it won't stick to the brass, and you can fill your hole in. These are bought ones here. This has like a little magnet on it. You can just stick it to that, and it'll adjust your spring, and you weld from the back side and fill your hole up. This one here, I think is the one we're gonna use. We'll just put it behind this like this, and put our clamp in here on both sides. It really don't need it because the magnet's holding it, but I want it to pinch this metal together better. That's why I'm using it. So then we can weld that. Next thing is this. This is how critical it is to watch what you're doing. And I wish it's better to have somebody with you when you're doing this kind of stuff, so they can blow and keep an eye out on the rest of the area. Because look what just happened to me. This quick could have been devastation. But look at my, let me try to get it with this camera here. Look at that hole in my leg. I said, man, something's getting hot. And I looked down and I'm on fire. I was literally on fire. So I put it out with the blowgun real quick. But yeah, that quick, and I wasn't even watching. Since I didn't get this, I want you guys to see it one more time on that little thing, that hole. So there's the hole, and now we got the copper plate backing it so we can do it. And let me go ahead and weld that real quick on here so you guys can see it, how it works. Yeah, that's just, man, I'm telling you, be as careful as you can with this. I mean, one little spark can go across the shop or even down your clothes and burn you right up. I mean, that quick. Yeah, I got stuff burning my head right now. Just like that. The hole's filled. A little pinhole right here. I can't tell. Well, if it was, it's filled now. Oh yeah, and we was talking about that hole earlier where how I was gonna put, man, I just said, why don't I just put it in here? All right, now we can take this off. That's it. Doesn't stick, our hole's filled from front to back. The back's, so I can clean that with the grinder there, and it's all filled up. But I wanted to just show you guys both of those things real quick, that I almost burned myself or almost caught myself on big time fire. And these little tools for like holes and stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and I gotta go down to Harbor Freight and pick up some, I don't have no 36 disc for my little air grinder or my big electric one. It's all like 80 can probably do it, but I don't want to eat it up all my 80s on trying to get this, because the 36 will knock it down quick, and then I can go back over it with the 80 and 140 or 160, whatever I got, and smooth it out. So I'm gonna go into town and grab those real quick. We'll come back, we'll clean all this stuff up, and then we'll put our outer rocker on, and this side will be welded on and done as far as, it's ready for the mud. So I thought I had to show you, I wanted to show you guys this too on the back from earlier. So there's everything. This stuff here was all, I fitted in real nice with the, cause it was all like different body panels there. So I cut them out to fit all this nice. These are all spot welded in. That's where that little bracket was. I got it in real good. That's good. And all this is done now. So the only thing after this is cleaned up that'll get back here is we'll re-seam seal this where it meets. That's all the factory did. If you look up here, they just ran a bead of seam seal all the way down. So we'll just match that. I'll tape it off and match to this. And that's it. That'll be all good to go there. And all of our bottom stuff's done too. So, all right, I'm gonna go grab those discs and I'll bring you guys back when I'm cleaning it up. Okay, we got her all down here. I got the disc. We're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start doing a little bit we're gonna record a little bit of this, and then I'll finish it up off. And then I'll bring you back when we're doing the outer rocker. I'm gonna take these wheels first. They're a little, they're not cut off wheels, but they're thicker. I'm gonna try to form it out with those first and then hit them with the disc. Smooth it out with the disc. The wheels let you get in there kind of like a dentist. Get right down in the grooves. By the way, on my weld wire, whenever I order it or buy it, I always try to get the easy grind. It doesn't mean it's weaker or anything like that, but when you go to clean it up, it's much easier, much nicer. Keep that wheel moving like that, it'll build up less heat. A couple times, if you guys have seen it on the camera, it got a little blue, but that's where I stayed too long. It's just nicer to keep it moving. You notice I'm doing the same thing like I was doing the welding. I'll do a little there, move around over here, go back over here. Look how nice that looks. All right, let me try to do some with the wheel here. I'm gonna try to just kind of show you guys what it looks like, and then I'm going to finish it all off with I'm going to show you my procedures and then bring you back when it's done. This is a 36, and I'll go to a 60, then an 80, and move up. That'll take it down too, but it just eats your disc up quicker. All we're trying to do here is just get it to where it's a little flat, so when we skim it, it's going to be, you know, nice. Got a little low spot there, but that's where we're going to, when you fill it. All right, now I'm gonna switch to, let me clean this up real quick since we're this far. That's gonna need that wheel. We could probably do it with this one a little easier. Not that you're going to see any of that, but I like to even it up in the jam there. So if the rubber does come off one day for somebody that's working on it, it'll look good, you know. All right, got some 80 on here. You remember that was the hole that we did with that brass thing. It's nice. This is why I do it with the thing first, because it eats these wheels up quick. but I wanted to show you guys what it looks like after we get this far. Let me go ahead and give you a quick over real quick with it, then I'll button it up. Okay. All right, real quick. It looks real good. Once we get our little skimming on there and get it right, I mean, all this turned out super nice. That line's nice. Once we form that up nice, all this is nice. Jam's nice, good and solid. I'm gonna go ahead and clean the rest of this stuff down here and then finish getting this completely ready. And then once I'll come back and we'll hang this outer rocker and tack it on there, and this side will be done. We'll be ready for our skimming. So let me get that far and I'll be back. All right. Got her all done. Got the, I forgot to tell you guys, I hit it with a DA2 with some 80, just to smooth it out a little bit better, but everything's ready. I got the rocker marked where all the holes are gonna be at. I already punched all the holes in it where we need them. Something I wanna show you real quick, because we're getting ready to spray some of the etching primer on. Call it what you will, but they got these little things that you could buy or make to put in your sawzalls to shake your cans up. Well, I don't got one yet, so we're gonna use some duct tape. And your arm ain't tired after. Okay, we're gonna waste all the SD card on this. I just wanted to get it, I just wanted to show you guys that. That's my ingenuity. It works, but like I said, we'll make one. I just ain't done it yet. It's just like you put it in a little holder and, nah, I ain't gonna be able to get the duct tape off. You put it in a little holder and it latches over it, and just so the can don't fly out when you do it. That's it. All right. Like I said before, I want to get the back of this with etching primer a little bit. Just something to protect it while we're, because the weld will weld to this. I'm gonna hit it real quick, and it dries pretty fast. That's just something, like I said, just something to help protect it until we get the undercoat on it. Because for some reason this shop has a high humidity in it. It really does. And I already shot some behind this before I put this on. I had a little extra in a can. I used it up back inside there. This stuff ain't cheap, this etching primer. I think this can was like $15. This is just that Duplicolor, but I usually get this other stuff. It's get it from the auto body supply store. It's even more money, but it's actually automotive. They make it there or something. I can't remember how they do it, but you don't need I mean, that's probably good right there. And we'll have enough for the other side. I bet I only used probably that much, I'd say. It feels about that full. Okay, all right. Now, I got this all punched. Like I said, all of our holes are in it. So, hope you can, this side here goes behind, which those will weld to that, and the rest will be on the outside. I don't know if you can see down here, but that tab that was sticking up, I went ahead and bent it over. I'm gonna have to readjust every one of these, maybe. I'm gonna try to get these every so often. I think that's about where I want it. Well, let me go down just a hair. This way, right there. Yep, good, okay. I'll use these up here since yeah, these are all gonna need. I guess it's about like any vice grip or panel thing. You're gonna, once you take them down, unless you're putting them right back in the same spot, it's gonna be needing readjusted, so I guess probably complaining for nothing. Put this one right here on the corner. That way that tack welds nice, and I'll probably just move them down and smash each one so they're tight when we put the weld on. And these here will push in with the thing. At least these will be somewhat adjusted for the panel. That one was pretty close. Okay. We'll do one more down here and two more up there. Well, man, that one's way, there we go. That one on the end, put one in the middle, somewhere in here. Okay, like I said, I've seen before. I'm gonna go ahead and spot weld these in real quick, and I'll bring you guys back once I have it welded up and somewhat ground off. We'll finish a little bit off on camera, and then this side's complete. We'll move to the other side. Actually, I'm gonna do all of it off camera because we've seen it all here. But once I'm done with that, I'll bring you back and we'll start putting the skimming out with the Duraglass. We'll get that sanded down good, then we'll last skim coat of mud, finish it out real good, and then put the primer. All right, give me however long it takes. I'll be back here in a little while. All right, we got them all spot welded in, cleaned off. Everything's ready. On this side for the Duraglass, right down here. They're all nice and solid. Really nice and solid, actually. All right, I'm gonna get the other side buttoned up to where it's in this stage here. Then I'll bring you guys back when we're doing the start the Duraglass. It's moving along now. All right, guys, so this side's finished up as well as the other. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to make a couple more videos, I think, because I'm at around 1 hour and it's already just to this part here, you know, the welding and all that stuff. So which kind of makes sense. We did all the rust work, the welding and all that stuff and these first 2 videos, the series of videos, and now the next one will be, we'll do the finishing of it. The mud work, the primer, the painting, that seems like, you know, something better to do. I'm gonna go around it real quick with this other camera just to show you guys, well, if it's working. But I think that's a better thing, because if not, the videos would be so long. I mean, like I said, we're already at almost an hour on this. But here's so far what we got. I'm gonna walk around both sides. So we got all the cab corners done. Everything turned out real nice. I lucked out, didn't have to take none of the seats out. I put weld blankets down, and I kind of just blew with the blowgun every time I welded. But if you look, it's very nice. All of it turned out super nice from top to bottom. Like I said, I think it's a better idea to do it the way I'm gonna do it. We've done all the metal work on one and then the finishing and all that on the other. Let's go to the other side here, which you guys have already seen it, but we'll just put this at the end of this video. And here's all this stuff. Yeah, it turned out really good. It really did. I'm happy with it completely, with the cab corners, with everything. I mean, they fit nice. I got a little ding right here. I gotta make sure I don't forget. But I mean, all that's real good, every bit of it. He's actually gonna have a pretty solid truck now because, like I said, the flatbed's out there. You know, it's brand new. All this stuff back here is gonna be cleaned up and undercoated. So it's gonna look good. It's gonna end up being a decent truck for him. So it does run good. He's put some work into the motor and everything like that. So yeah, yeah, like I said, hopefully you guys understand that this is the best way to do it. You know, the metal work and stuff all, you know, the first couple series, and then the finishing on the last. I think I'll do on that last third video, I hope everything stays within, I like keeping the longer videos within an hour. You know, 40 minutes to an hour, I think that's plenty. You know, there's a lot of stuff to cover, and there's a lot of stuff I'm taking out or speeding through it to make the video not be so long. But this is a lot of work. I mean, it really is. It may look quick and easy on a video, but it's plain and simple. It's a lot of work. So I'm going to try to fit the bed part in it too, in the last one, hopefully. If not, it'll be a short, you know, probably 20-minute, 15-minute video if it doesn't work in the last with this stuff here. It should, because I'm only going to do one side. I'm only going to show one side on video. You know, the mud work, the primer, and the painting. We may do the painting on both, but I'm not going to show me fixing both sides. There's no sense in it. You know, it's going to be the same thing here and over there. So I'll try to shorten it up like that, and then we'll do a final look around after it's all done. So I will try to put this bed part in the back with it. There's some other things I got to get ready first here too. I got to get the paint booth cleaned out. I got so much stuff stored in there, and it shouldn't take me but maybe an hour or so like that to get it all ready. But because I'd like to get this thing swung around with the jacks and then the paint booth when I spray these jams, just to keep it all clean. I know it's door jams, but it's black, and I just like to keep it clean. If not, I'm going to have to make some kind of something out here to keep it clean and wet the ground and stuff like that. I mean, I've done it plenty of times. I painted my Kodak out here and built a extended booth with tarps. It kind of tunneled into my paint booth, and it turned out beautiful. I bet I got 3 specks of dirt in the whole thing. I never even buffed that thing. So yeah, I appreciate you guys so much. The subscribe count's going up. I really can't wait to hit that mark where I can become partnered up with them, because I want to start doing this a lot more. You know, I want to start posting 2 or 3 videos a week. I have so much stuff planned out to make, you know, to do with videos and stuff, but I just can't do it yet. I mean, I got to work, I got to make money to pay bills, and it's just a struggle. It really is. So, and there's no time to do something like this. Something like this may be kind of too big in the future, because I don't like tying up the shop that much, but I'm going to probably keep it down to things where we can make certain things, and if you guys request something, you know, then we'll go with that. So we'll see how that works. But yeah, once I get going with that, man, we're gonna full throttle. I'm going on this thing. I want to put out some good content for you guys and stuff. You guys, please, if you guys got something in mind you want to see or anything like that, you know, let me know. I'll try to figure out a way to do it. We'll get it done. So all right, thank you so much again. I can't express how much, you know, I'm just so happy that I got what I have. I think it's up to like 314 subscribers or whatever it is. I think it is. And I'm just so excited about it. But thank you guys so much for the support and the likes and the shares that you are doing for me. It really does make this thing go, you know. So, all right, I'm gonna quit blabbing here. I'm gonna finish this video up, and I'll see you in the next one. This will be part 2, and I'll see you in part 3. Thanks again.